Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, March 16th. I'm Maureen Kyle in for Danielle Wiggins this morning. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me right here on WKYC Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages. Because this is all online, you can feel free to share your thoughts on the stories that we cover in this edition of 3 News Now. And remember to let me know your name and where you're watching from. We will have your top stories in just a moment, but first, take a look at downtown Cleveland. It's a bit cloudy, a little bit chilly this morning, but we have some great news. Spring is just 4 days away. When will the warm temperatures arrive? Our 3 News meteorologist, Jason Frazer, has the answers. Hey, Jason.
Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Jason Frazer. Good to be with you. National Design Mart, hour-by-hour forecast. So we are going to keep the cloud cover in around the area, and we're going to see some on and off again rain showers today. Not expecting widespread rain showers. Any rain showers that do move across your region will likely only last about 15 to maybe 20 minutes before exiting the area. I do think the latter half of the afternoon and even this evening, we could see some peaks of some sunshine, and some of you could see a decent sunset tonight right around 7:30. Overnight, we will drop down into the 40s. It'll be a little bit cooler. Some of you could even see some 30s as well. But look at what happens tomorrow. We go back into the 50s, and even some inland areas could end up even reaching the low 60s. Here's a look right now at your Subaru 7-day outlook. Topping out today right around 52 degrees and then 53 for all of you who are celebrating St. Patty's Day. May I be the first one to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. And then some more rain showers come through on Thursday. We'll drop down to a low temperature of 31 on Friday morning, and we'll only get up to a high of 41 by the afternoon time. And then spring officially starts this weekend, topping out right around 49 degrees, and then we slowly improve to the 60s by Monday.
All right, 65 on Monday. Looking forward to it. Jason, thank you. All right, let's switch gears to some developing news right now. Cleveland is center stage in the state today as we begin the soft opening of the first mass vaccination site at the Wolstein Center. This is a huge step in our fight against coronavirus. More than 1,000 doses will be administered there today, and this event will serve as practice for tomorrow's official start of the clinic, ramping up to a goal of 6,000 vaccinations a day by the end of next week. And of course, COVID safety guidelines will be strictly enforced. So masks will be required, temperatures will be taken, and military personnel will be taking charge of the check-in process. Appointments are fully booked for this week, and there are only a few spots available towards the end of this month. But the good news is, here on WKYC, we've got you covered with the very latest information and resources available. So for our complete guide to the vaccinations taking place at the Wolstein Center, you can text the word vaccine to 216-344-3300, and we will send the guide right to your phone. Again, that is a text, not a phone call. You can also find the guide on WKYC.com. All right, time for 3 things to know happening right here in our area. And first, we are following some developing news out of Paynesville, where a house fire broke out overnight. And we are told, sadly, 1 person died. The fire broke out in the back apartment, which is located on Mentor Avenue. Police and the state fire marshals are now investigating. And a glimmer of hope for local music scene. Music Box Supper Club in the Flats is reopening on May 2nd with new concerts each week. Early on in the pandemic, Music Box worked hard to comply with coronavirus restrictions and keep going, but they were forced to suspend all concerts later in the year as things worsened. And new guidelines for Ohio students taking part in spring sports. The state health department said that if a student is exposed in the classroom to a confirmed coronavirus case, that student no longer has to skip school extracurriculars. The exposed student can continue attending extracurriculars as long as no symptoms develop. All right, well, if you need a pick-me-up this morning, pay attention to this story. You know the saying that dog is man's best friend? Well, it's also true for a 9-year-old Wycliffe girl whose dog Cookie came at a time when she needed her most. Lindsay Buckingham has the heartwarming story.
In her 9 years of life, Chloe Griffin dedicating much of her time to animals, a volunteer at Lake County Humane Society, and a spunky ray of sunshine. But she's also been through a lot. 12 surgeries since she was born.
The last one was actually December of this year. It was my bone graft because of my cleft lip.
Her upper jaw was in 2 pieces, so they took bone from her right hip and they put it into her gum.
Hospital stays, were rough.
Scared me an awful lot.
Major surgeries were painful, and Chloe's anxiety getting worse.
Last year was really rough for her. Once she knew that this surgery was coming,
Like the day after, I was like,
panicked. She was pretty panicked.
For Chloe's last procedure, the family picked Shriners Hospital in Chicago. But the morning of the surgery, a setback. COVID-19 exposure pushed the date. The delay turned out to be fate.
And actually, we adopted Cookie the week that we were supposed to be in Chicago for Chloe's surgery. So if we had been there, we wouldn't have adopted Cookie.
While volunteering, Chloe noticed a little dog. She was shaking and nervous, just as Chloe had been for the last year.
she sat on my mom's lap and trembled for about like half an hour.
Chloe, it sounds like you fell in love with her right away.
I was like, I'm ready to put in an application.
With you, Chloe, Cookie calmed down, and it seems like in your life, Cookie has helped you calm down a little bit too. So you've helped each other.
Yeah, now she's my emotional support dog.
Hi, Cookie! Chloe eventually had that surgery. This time, it wasn't so bad because she had Cookie by her side.
What's the best thing that Cookie does for you?
Honestly, be Cookie. Just like be your little self romping around.
She gives Chloe a sense of responsibility. She gives Chloe confidence. And I think Chloe does the same for Cookie.
Chloe, you've gone through a lot and you still have this amazing attitude. And on top of that, you're dedicated to helping others, to helping animals. So that's pretty special.
It is.
Yes, it is. You're special.
Thank you.
Ever hear of the saying, who rescued who? For Chloe and Cookie, their love makes it clear. They rescued each other. Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News.
Aw, and Lindsay's right. Chloe is special. We love that special bond. So great to see. Thank you, Lindsay. Time now for Save Our Sauce. And this is a recognizable Latin favorite if you're a West Sider. Cleveland Mofongo has been serving up the Latin dish since 2017 and was one of the original test kitchens at the Q. Mofongo is a Puerto Rican culinary staple made with fried green plantains. So you can check out this restaurant and much more at wkyc.com/saveoursauce. Then on Friday, we are celebrating Northeast Ohio's restaurants. Owners of some of your favorite places to eat talk about the struggles that they've faced in the last year and their hope for the future of Cleveland's food scene. Austin has been working really hard on this. It's amazing. You can watch Save Our Sauce celebrating Northeast Ohio's restaurants this Friday at 7 p.m. All right, so thank you for taking the time to join me on this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. So make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Maureen Kyle, and I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.